This might come as a bit of a shock to you, but not many people are watching Agatha All Along. I know, I too am in utter disbelief. I mean, it's clearly the cultural phenomenon of our age, the show that cannot be missed. Peak TV... No, okay, all right, I can't even pretend to do that stuff. It's episode 4. I wonder what these bored middle-aged women will get up to this week. I'm gonna have a guess at saying some bored, irrelevant middle-aged woman's... before 90 seconds. Stuff. Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. What absolute jewels await us in this week's episode of Agatha... None. I'm just gonna speculate. None. Nothing. Nada. But I could always be surprised. I won't at all be surprised. So with that said, let's get into the episode. So a couple of the middle-aged bored women are upset that a woman died and they want to be a little bit respectful. Agatha doesn't care. There's a hole in the ground. People are digging it. Asian woman's traveling the road because her mum said it will save her. Hey, come here. I don't care. Oh, and just like that, the women who are concerned that Mrs. Hart has unfortunately passed away then show the rest of the audience how stupid they are. Because they say, we can't complete the journey because now we're not a complete coven. You never were! Hi! Knock, dumb bitch's house. Who's there? You've already established Mrs. Hart isn't a witch. She was dragged in because she didn't want to get Aubrey Plaza. So she never had any powers. You never should have been able to open the door in the first place. And therefore the loss of her won't affect you because she was never part of the coven anyway. What is going on? Hi, normal person with a functioning brain here. What's going on? We still need a green witch. You never had a green witch to begin with. Shut up. The witches start blaming themselves for the death of Mrs. Hart, and then Totes Not Wiccan says, it's all our fault. We were supposed to look out for each other, and we didn't. No, you were meant to look after Mrs. Hart, who was unconscious in the other room while the witches were brewing the antidote in the last episode, but you just decided to hang out with your middle-aged old crone fan club and let Mrs. Hart die because she got the antidote too late. It's your fault. Because you're all retarded, just like the writing of the show. Now they're just talking about summoning a green witch replacement straight onto the witch's road. Number 1, you never had a green witch in the first place. Hello? Number 2, we can just start summoning people in now. You have no rules to this world. None of this makes sense. You're literally making it up as you go along. This show is a joke, a confusing, nonsensical joke. This is why, Kel fucking surprise, nobody is watching it. When your show has substantially less viewers than the bloody Acolyte, which was cancelled quicker than a P. Diddy concert in 2025, then you know you're in bloody trouble. So Totes Not Wiccan pulls a spellbook out of his arse. There's a joke there somewhere, can't quite put my finger on it. And they just decide to summon a green witch onto the witch's road because nobody knows what the fuck's going on in this show anymore. And it summons forth Aubrey Plaza. Yay. So now they have a green witch, which they should have had to begin with, but they didn't because she just grabbed her neighbor who wasn't a witch. So the spell should never have happened and the road should never have opened. But now they've actually got the correct crew that they needed at the start to be able to even open their fucking route. God, this show's annoying. Hey, if I could just address Jack Schaefer for a moment. Hey, Jack, whatever you're doing, ride this gravy train for as long as you can, because heaven forbid, if the meritocracy was to ever return to Hollywood, you would be out the door quicker than a Vindaloo out of my sphincter. Chin chin. I don't have wine, but I'll sip some coffee for you instead. Oh, I feel like a middle-aged housewife already. Aubrey Plaza introduces herself to the witches. She says, what's up? I'm Rio, after Agatha storms off in a huff because Aubrey Plaza. And I'm just like, oh, that's the first time that I actually ever knew what your name was in the show, 4 episodes in. And 2, I was like, Rio, these are Black, Asian, and old. I don't know their names. That's the only way that I can refer to them. I haven't a fucking clue what any of their people are called. The show has done a garbage job of either telling me or making me care enough to remember. Aubrey Plaza doesn't give a single toss that she's been summoned against her will onto the Witch's Road, the most dangerous journey to travel. She simply says, oh, do we just walk down here? And the other witches go, yeah. So she just goes onto the road and starts walking. And that's where we are with this show. Nobody cares. I mean, admittedly, I am the person who cares the least. But when your writer is writing characters as if they don't give a shit, then I'm still kind of baffled as to how on earth your audience is meant to give one. And then I realized that Jack Schaefer wrote this show for herself and she doesn't care either. So it's all starting to make sense. So what do we think? Do we trust her? We know nothing about her, says one of the other witches. Bitch! Take a look in the mirror. We don't know shit about you. I don't know how to feel about her, says another one of the witches. I don't know whether to hate her or ask for her phone number because everybody's gay. Agatha's gay. Aubrey Plaza's gay. Totes Not Wiccan's gay. Black Witch is gay. The other women confirmed that they might want her phone number, so they're probably gay. Jack, when everybody's gay, nobody's gay. 10 minutes into the episode and we've finally got to our second bottle of wine. This week, the middle-age crisis wine moms will be dressed up as hippies. Probably the last time they ever had any fun in their fucking life was the 1970s, let's just be honest. Aubrey Plaza says to Agatha, hey, fancy getting gay? And Agatha says, not right now, probably later in the episode or an episode or 2 down the line. She was, okay, fine, cool. Oh God, I hate this show. Look, I'm not trying to be cruel, but I've seen better on RuPaul's Drag Race. And they're dudes. She starts crying because she sees a bunch of pictures on the walls of witches being burnt at the stake and stuff. And I'm just thinking to myself, how do you think we feel having to watch this shit? So Asian woman sees a picture of her mum on the wall and RuPaul's Drag Race comes up to her and says, she was trying to open the road, wasn't she? An Asian lass says, yes, her fans were her coven. And I'm like, what are you talking about? The song says that you need specific witches from specific elements to open up the fucking road, not just willy-nilly people off the fucking street, which seems that this just is the case now. A next door neighbor, a bunch of fans at a concert. You don't even need witches. Why do you need a coven if you don't need... This makes no sense. This makes no sense. Your show is shit. Jack, please, I'm begging you, for the love of mankind, quit your job. Quit your fucking job. Take your money that you've taken, that you've swindled from Disney for letting them hire you to write this shit, and just retire. Retire to a nice little island somewhere. Have a peaceful life. Enjoy all that kind of stuff. Write as much gay, lesbian, middle-aged fan fiction as you want. It's all gravy, baby. Never publish any of it. Never sell any of it. But dear God, please, this is nonsensical rubbish. So even though they said don't touch anything, don't do anything, don't drink anything, don't flick anyone else's bean, Totes Not Wiccan decides to put a record on the record player that said, play me. Some demonic sounds happen and, oh no, everybody's cursed because plot had to happen. I mean, it really did. We're 17 minutes into the show and nothing's happened. So there's a generational curse passed down from Asian woman to now the rest of the group. And they work out that the only way to break the curse is to sing a song. Hey, guess what? You'll never guess which song they're gonna sing again. Because they're really trying to make something of it. Yeah, you guessed it. Going down the Witch's Road to a Minge.
I have learned a lesson of all that's foul and fair.
No, they're really desperate to try and make this song something, and it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's not. No. Jack Schaefer appears and makes a self-insert in her own show because it looks like Jack Schaefer was the curse all along. They finish the song. Randy says, yo, going through to the final of American Idol or something. The piano opens and the next exit is here. Yes, they were in that place for about 5 minutes. What an interesting show this is. Totes Not Wiccan has been stabbed by something. No, not that. Stop it. Stop it. Not that. Not this week, maybe next week. Oh my goodness me, how are we going to help him? What do you need? I need those materials that are right there next to us because there's never any tension whatsoever. Black Girl Magic performs... God damn it, I backed myself into that corner, didn't I? The white, middle-aged, white liberal woman hovers protectively over the young gay guy. Also, there's a scene in Agatha. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but this is a line. I don't just identify as a witch, I also identify as a midwife. Do you know what I identify as? Somebody who doesn't give a toss about your shit and your identify as bollocks. Aubrey Plaza then recants a story to remind the audience that she's gay for Agatha, in case we'd forgotten from 10 minutes ago. Agatha walks off, Aubrey Plaza follows her, and then they do some touchy stuff. Agatha says, you want to get gay? Come on, let's get gay. And Aubrey Plaza says, oh, by the way, Totes Not Wiccan isn't your son that you sold to Mephisto because he's gonna be Totes Not Wiccan. And apparently that dried Agatha up quicker than the Sahara Desert. Il n'y a mange pas for Aubrey Plaza this episode. And there we go. Another non-entity of an episode on this meandering show that's going nowhere. But good news, everybody's gay. I'll see you in the next episode. You take care. Bye for now.